We know that Excel is all about numbers and we use Excel to create a document to manage numbers. So you need to tell Excel how to treat a particular number that you are entering in a cell. And this is how you do it. You right click on a cell. You will be presented with various options that you can perform, and from there you select Format Cells. Here is where you see the category that you can define for a particular number. I have already written down here the most commonly used categories out of these, which is general, number, currency, accounting, date, time, percentage, and text. Of course, you can use other categories if you are specifically interested in, but mostly commercial documents will use these categories. So let me show you one by one how to use these categories. By default, Excel will have general category applied to all its cells. As explained earlier, a general category will look at the data you enter and adapt its formatting to the necessary type of data. So if it is a text, it will left align it. If it's a number, it is going to right align it, and so on. Other type of category that you can define as number is to specifically show how many decimal places it can have. So when you select number as the category, you can select how many decimal places the number should show, whether to use 1,000 separator or not, and how the negative numbers should be displayed. This is more important from accounting perspective. Otherwise, in normal Excel sheets or documents, you can define whichever way you like the negative numbers to be displayed. So let's say in this particular case, we will use 2 decimal places. We will first see without a 1,000 separator, and we will use a negative sign in front of it without the 1,000 separator. So let me enter a number 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how it is going to appear. It has 2 decimal places, no 1,000 separator. Now in the next cell, let's change it a little bit. We will use the 1,000 separator, and we will continue to use the negative sign in front of it in case the number is negative. So again I am going to enter 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you see the comma separator appearing after every 3 digits. So if I write say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then you will see it shows 1,234,567.00. If I enter a negative number, although I have not defined any category, let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. So by default, it is going to keep it as it is, and it is still having general category defined for that particular cell. Now I am going to change this to Format Cells, go to number. I will select a bracket to display a negative number, and I am going to use a 1,000 separator, and this time I'm going to remove the decimal places to 0. So as you see now here, there are no decimal places. This is a negative number and being displayed within brackets. The third type of number that you can define is currency. So let me define currency. You can select the symbol of currency you like. There are all possible symbols around the world are listed. If it is not there, then you'll have to look for it a little bit harder. Okay. So here we have selected dollar as the symbol, 2 decimal places. Let me write down 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you see the dollar sign appears before the number. There is a comma separator and 2 decimal places. Now, the interesting point is about how this is different from an accounting category. So let me define accounting as the category. 2 decimal places, symbol is dollars. Here I'm going to enter once again 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks to be same, but let me show you the difference. When I increase the width of this column, alright, so as we progress during our training, I will keep on showing various methods of handling Excel file. If you want to change the width of a column, you bring your cursor. Right now, if you see the cursor, it is a dark black downward arrow. When you bring your cursor in between the 2 columns, the column which you want to change and the next column, the cursor changes to a vertical line with 2 horizontal arrows. At this point, you keep your left mouse button pressed and drag the mouse to the desired width and release it. I will do the same for accounting. So here is the difference. When you select accounting is the category, the dollar sign will appear left aligned. In currency, the dollar sign will be next to the number. Also, the decimal places will be aligned with a little bit of space at the end of the cell. Next, we are going to see the date category. Let me format this, format cell. I'm going to select date. Here, the various possible formats of dates are there. You can select the date format which is applicable to your region and your location. I would use this particular format which is very clear and without any confusion. So I'm going to say 22 Jan and enter. So it automatically picks up the format I have selected for the date. Next is the time format. So I'm going to select time and let's say I select AM PM option, and when I type let's say 2:45, by default it takes AM. If I want to write PM, then I would write, let me say I want to write 3:45. I leave a space and I type PM and it will take the PM form. Next is the percentage. Now one more thing I want to show you. Here you see that the percentage written is not fully seen. In such cases, when you want to adjust the size or the width of the column to the text of the data in it, then you again bring your cursor in between the column you are working on and the next column and double click on it. When you do that, it automatically adjusts the width to the desired size. Now I'm going to enter this particular format as percentage, and here you have option of selecting the decimal places. I'll keep it as 2, and when I enter this as let's say 56, it will show 56.00. If I enter it as 45.5, it will show me 45.50%. Finally, text. You must be wondering why this is here, because we are talking about formatting a number. Sometimes you want to treat a number as a text in Excel. We will see it later during the course of training how and when this is used. So when I right click on it, format, and I say text, when I type a number, let's say 23, it is going to be left align and it is not going to be right align, because it is not treating it as a number. So these are the different ways in which you can display numbers in Excel. At the same time, not only display, but it can be treated in that particular way. For example, if you have dates written and you have chosen as date formats, you can perform operations on it. For example, you can subtract one date from the other and find out how many number of days are between those two days. Similarly, for the time, how much time was there between the two time mentioned in the cell. So these are the different ways of formatting a number in Excel.